to inherit the throne of David. Hebrews 1:5 says, "For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee, and again I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son." This is a quote from Psalm 2 and is a reference to what we call the Davidic covenant. This covenant was revealed in 2 Samuel. It's important to understand this prophecy and covenant because it establishes the seed of David as the Son of God and guarantees his everlasting throne. Nathan, a prophet, prophesies the following to David. "And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. And thine house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever." This is speaking of Christ, the seed of David. Notice God says, "I will be his father and he will be my son." This is a big deal. God is saying that the seed of David will have God as his father and will be the son of God. Notice he says, "If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men." Did Jesus commit iniquity? No, we know that he did not, but we did. And we know that Isaiah 53 says that he has laid upon him the iniquity of us all. The chastisement of our peace is upon him. He bore our punishment even though he did not sin. That's called substitutionary atonement. He became sin who knew no sin, that we might become the righteousness of God in him. He took our punishment and tasted of our death, which was rightfully ours. It was not his own. Furthermore, Jesus suffered our chastening at the hands of men and by the rod of men. Then he says, "But my mercy will not depart from him, as I took it from Saul. And your house and your kingdom, the kingdom of David, shall be established before thee forever. Thy throne shall be established forever." So this is what we call the covenant of David, which has two essential items. The seed of David will be the Son of God. 2, the seed of David will possess the throne of David forever. Today, Jesus is not on the throne of David, his father, even though this throne was confirmed when Gabriel pronounced it to Mary in Luke 1:32. This has not happened yet. That is the subject of the culmination of human history, ending with the time of Jacob's trouble, which will bring in the judgments of this world with its systems, and the bringing in of the kingdom of Christ, which will establish Christ as the resurrected king on the literal throne of David in Jerusalem. That's what the millennial kingdom is all about, this fulfillment of this promise to the fathers. Romans tells us that when Christ came and dwelled among the people, preaching the gospel of the kingdom to Israel, he was a minister of the circumcision, confirming the promises made to the fathers. Again, Christ is the Son of God, the seed of the woman, the seed of Abraham, and the seed of David. All of these titles represent promises made to the fathers, which he came to confirm, and of which he is ultimately the heir. He is the one who promised, and he is the heir of the promise. When he preached, "The kingdom is at hand," this is the kingdom that he was referring to, which has not yet been established on this earth because they rejected the king. But today, Jesus sits upon his Father's throne in the heavens, Revelation 3:21, but he's going to sit on that throne in Jerusalem. In Matthew 25, this is called the throne of his glory, which he will set up and judge the nations. As his glorified brethren, we will not just be floating around in heaven doing nothing, but we will return with him to reign on the earth for 1,000 years. This is the destiny of the church. Israel will enjoy an exalted status among the nations because the king will rule from Zion. This is the subject of Bible prophecy. 2/3 of the Bible is about the culmination of all the things that have to take place for Christ to take the throne of David. From what we can see, if you are aware of the prophetic scriptures and take them literally, you cannot deny that we are living in the time when all those things are coming to pass.